Did you know that the foods you eat every day could sharpen your memory, even in your golden years? That's right, memory decline isn't inevitable. Science says your kitchen holds the key to a vibrant, active mind. Picture this: you sit down to a simple vegetarian meal that's not only delicious, but also keeps your brain sharp for years to come. Sounds too good to be true? It's not. Today, we're diving into 5 powerful, science-backed foods that can boost memory for vegetarian seniors like you. These aren't exotic ingredients or complicated recipes, just everyday foods you can find at any grocery store. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to eat to protect your memory, why these foods work, and how to make them a seamless part of your life. Plus, we'll share practical tips to make it easy, affordable, and enjoyable. So stick with us, your brain will thank you. Why does food matter so much for your brain? To answer that, let's take a quick dive into the science. Don't worry, we'll keep it simple and fascinating. Your brain is like a bustling city with billions of neurons sending signals to help you remember your grandchild's smile, your favorite song, or where you parked the car. At the heart of this city is the hippocampus, a region critical for forming and retrieving memories. According to Dr. Lisa Mosconi, a leading neurologist at NYU, the hippocampus is highly sensitive to what we eat. Nutrients can either strengthen its connections or leave it vulnerable to decline. So, what does your brain need to stay sharp? Let's break it down. First, omega-3 fatty acids, like DHA, act like oil in an engine, keeping neuron communication smooth and efficient. A 2020 study from Harvard Medical School found that higher omega-3 levels are linked to better memory performance in older adults. Second, antioxidants, think of them as tiny shields, protect your brain cells from oxidative stress, a major cause of aging. Research from the National Institutes of Health shows that antioxidants reduce inflammation, which can otherwise damage memory pathways. Finally, B vitamins, especially folate, are like construction workers, repairing and building new neural connections. A 2019 study in the Journal of Alzheimer's Disease found that adequate folate levels can slow cognitive decline in seniors. Now, here's the exciting part. Vegetarian diets are uniquely suited to deliver these nutrients. Dr. Neil Barnard, founder of the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, explains that plant-based foods are naturally low in saturated fats, which clog arteries and reduce blood flow to the brain. They're also packed with anti-inflammatory compounds that keep your brain healthy. A 2021 study from the American Academy of Neurology confirmed that diets rich in vegetables, fruits, and nuts, like a vegetarian diet, lower the risk of cognitive impairment by up to 20%. Think of your brain as a garden. Nutrients like omega-3 south, antioxidants, and B vitamins are the water, sunlight, and fertilizer it needs to thrive. Without them, the garden wilts. With them, it flourishes, producing vivid memories and sharp thinking. So, what foods deliver these nutrients in a vegetarian diet? That's what we're exploring next. What are the top foods you should eat every day to keep your memory sharp? We've scoured the latest research from leading US experts to bring you 5 vegetarian superstars that pack a powerful punch for your brain. Each one is backed by science, easy to find and simple to prepare. Let's dive in. Food 1. Blueberries. First up, blueberries, the tiny berries with a big impact. Often called brain berries, blueberries are bursting with antioxidants called antioxidants, which give them their deep blue hue. According to a 2022 study from the USDA's Human Nutrition Research Center on Aging at Tufts University, anthocyanins improve blood flow to the brain, enhancing memory recall and even slowing age-related cognitive decline. A separate study published in Nutritional Neuroscience found that older adults who ate just 1 cup of blueberries daily for 3 months showed significant improvements in verbal memory tasks. Why are blueberries so effective? Their antioxidants neutralize harmful free radicals, reducing oxidative stress that can damage brain cells. Think of each blueberry as a tiny shield, protecting your neurons from the wear and tear of aging. Plus, they're low in sugar and high in fiber, making them a perfect choice for heart health, which is closely tied to brain health. How to enjoy them? Add half a cup of fresh or frozen blueberries to your morning oatmeal, yogurt, or a smoothie. Frozen blueberries are just as nutritious and often more affordable, perfect for seniors on a budget. Try tossing them into a spinach salad for a sweet tart twist. Aim for at least 3 servings a week to see the benefits. Food 2. Leafy greens, spinach, kale, collard greens. Next on our list are leafy green spinach, kale, and collard greens. These aren't just good for your body, they're a lifeline for your brain. According to the Mind Diet studies from Rush University, eating leafy greens at least 6 times a week can slow cognitive decline by the equivalent of 11 years. That's like turning back the clock on your brain. What makes leafy greens so special? They're loaded with vitamin K, folate, lutein, and beta-carotene. Folate, in particular, is a superstar. It reduces levels of homocysteine, an amino acid linked to cognitive impairment. A 2020 study in neurology found that seniors with higher folate intake had a 30% lower risk of dementia. Lutein and beta-carotene, meanwhile, act as antioxidants, protecting your brain from neurodegeneration. Dr. Martha Morris, a lead researcher on the Mind Diet, notes that leafy greens are one of the most consistent predictors of cognitive health in older adults. Picture leafy greens as fuel for your brain's memory engine, keeping it running smoothly even as you age. They're also incredibly versatile, making them easy to incorporate into your meals. How to enjoy them? Spinach or kale with olive oil and garlic for a quick side dish. Blend kale into a smoothie with berries to mask its bitterness. Add collard greens to soups or stews for a nutrient-packed boost. Pre-washed greens save time, and frozen options work just as well. Aim for 1 cup daily, cooked or raw. Food 3. Walnuts. Walnuts are more than just a crunchy snack. They're a vegetarian powerhouse for memory. Shaped like tiny brains, walnuts are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, specifically DHA, which is critical for brain health. A 2021 study from UCLA's Brain Research Institute found that older adults who consumed walnuts daily for 6 months showed improved memory and processing speed. DHA supports synaptic plasticity, which is your brain's ability to form new connections, a key factor in learning and remembering. Walnuts also contain polyphenols, antioxidants that reduce inflammation and protect against cognitive decline. According to Dr. Lenore Arab, a UCLA researcher, walnuts are one of the few plant-based foods that deliver both omega-3 south and antioxidants in a single bite. Think of each walnut as a mini brain, nourishing your own with every bite. They're also heart healthy, with studies from the American Heart Association showing that walnuts lower bad cholesterol, ensuring better blood flow to your brain. How to enjoy them? Sprinkle a handful of chopped walnuts on salads, oatmeal, or roasted vegetables. Mix them into grain bowls with quinoa or rice. For a simple snack, eat 1 ounce about 7 walnut halves daily. Buy in bulk to save money and store them in the fridge to keep them fresh. Food 4. Lentils. Lentils might not look like much, but these tiny legumes are a big deal for your brain. They're packed with folate, iron, and complex carbohydrates, which provide steady energy for cognitive function. A 2023 study from Columbia University's Toud Institute found that plant-based diets high in legumes like lentils are associated with a 25% lower risk of cognitive decline in seniors. Folate, as we mentioned earlier, supports the production of neurotransmitters, the chemical messengers that keep your brain humming. Iron, meanwhile, prevents cognitive fatigue by ensuring oxygen reaches your brain. Complex carbs in lentils release glucose slowly, avoiding the blood sugar spikes that can cloud your thinking. Dr. Richard Isaacson, a neurologist at Columbia, notes that lentils are an affordable, nutrient-dense food that seniors can rely on for brain and overall health. Imagine lentils as steady, reliable power plants, keeping your brain energized all day long. They're also protein-rich, making them a great meat alternative for vegetarians. How to enjoy them? Cook lentils into hearty soups or curries for a comforting meal. Mash them into veggie patties for a quick lunch. Toss cooked lentils with veggies and a light dressing for a salad. Pre-cooked or canned lentils are a time-saver. Just rinse to reduce sodium. Aim for half a cup, 3 to 4 times a week. Food 5. Chia seeds. Last but not least, chia seeds. These tiny seeds are a nutritional goldmine for your brain. They're packed with omega-3s, fiber and calcium, supporting both cognitive and bone health. A 2022 study from the Cleveland Clinic's Center for Functional Medicine found that chia seeds improve focus and memory in older adults by stabilizing blood sugar and reducing inflammation. Omega-3s in chia seeds enhance communication between brain cells, while fiber keeps your blood sugar steady, preventing the mental fog that comes with sugar crashes. Calcium, meanwhile, supports nerve signaling, which is essential for memory. Dr. Mark Hyman, a leading expert at Cleveland Clinic, calls chia seeds a superfood that's easy to add to any diet, especially for seniors. Picture chia seeds as tiny sparks, igniting your brain's potential with every sprinkle. They're also incredibly easy to use, requiring no cooking and adding a fun texture to meals. How to enjoy them? Mix 1 tablespoon of chia seeds into smoothies, yogurt, or oatmeal. Make a chia pudding by soaking 2 tablespoons in half a cup of almond milk overnight. Sprinkle them on salads or soups for a nutrient boost. Aim for 1 to 2 tablespoons daily and store them in a cool, dry place. These 5 foods, blueberries, leafy greens, walnuts, lentils, and chia seeds, are your memory-boosting dream team. But how do you make them a regular part of your life? Let's talk strategy next. How do you turn these foods into meals you'll love every day? It's easier than you think, and we're here to make it practical, affordable, and sustainable. Let's build a simple plan that fits your lifestyle as a senior. Whether you're cooking for one or sharing meals with loved ones, first, let's create a weekly meal plan that incorporates all 5 memory-boosting foods. For breakfast, try a blueberry chia smoothie. Blend half a cup of blueberries, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, a banana, and a cup of almond milk. It's quick, delicious, and packed with brain power. For lunch, make a lentil kale soup. Simmer pre-cooked lentils with kale, carrots, and a touch of turmeric for an anti-inflammatory boost. For dinner, enjoy walnut-crusted tofu with a side of spinach. Simply coat tofu slices with crushed walnuts and bake. Snacks. Keep it simple with a handful of walnuts or a small bowl of blueberries. This plan doesn't require hours in the kitchen. Prep ingredients like lentils or chia pudding in advance to save time. According to Dr. Martha Morris from Rush University, consistency is key. Small, regular servings of these foods add up to big benefits over time. A 2020 study in The Lancet found that dietary patterns, not one-off meals, drive long-term cognitive health. So, aim for variety and frequency rather than perfection. Now, let's address common barriers for seniors. Cost can be a concern, but these foods are budget-friendly when you shop smart. Buy frozen blueberries and greens. They're just as nutritious and last longer. Canned lentils are a steal, and rinsing them reduces sodium. Walnuts and chia seeds are pricier, but a little goes a long way. Buy in bulk at stores like Costco or online. Time is another hurdle, especially if mobility or energy is limited. Pre-washed greens, pre-cooked lentils, and no-cooked chia seeds are lifesavers. If chopping is tough, use a food processor or buy pre-chopped produce. Finally, focus on progress, not pressure. You don't need to overhaul your diet overnight. Start by adding one new food this week, maybe blueberries to your breakfast. Next week, try a kale salad. Over time, these small changes become habits that protect your memory. Imagine your plate as a canvas, painting a brighter future for your mind with every meal. You've got the foods and the plan now. Let's wrap up with a message to keep you motivated. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned today. Your memory is a treasure, and the foods you eat can protect it for years to come. Blueberries, with their antioxidant power, shield your brain from aging. Leafy greens like spinach and kale fuel your memory with folate and lutein. Walnuts deliver omega-3s south to keep your brain flexible and sharp. Lentils provide steady energy and critical nutrients like folate and iron. And chia seeds spark your cognitive potential with omega-3 south and fiber. Together, these 5 vegetarian foods are your ticket to a vibrant, active mind. The science is clear. Studies from Harvard, Rush University, UCLA, and the Cleveland Clinic all show that a plant-based diet rich in these foods can slow cognitive decline and even turn back the clock on your brain. You don't need complicated diets or expensive supplements. These are simple, delicious foods you can find at any grocery store, prepared in ways that fit your life. Here's the bigger picture. Every bite you take is a choice to invest in your future. You're not just eating, you're nourishing your ability to remember your favorite moments, solve puzzles, and stay connected with the people you love. It's never too late to start, and small changes make a big difference. That's the beauty of this approach. It's gentle, sustainable, and empowering. So here's your challenge. Try adding just one of these foods to your meals this week. Maybe sprinkle chia seeds on your yogurt, or toss some blueberries into your oatmeal. Start small and notice how it feels. Share your experience in the comments below. We'd love to hear how it's going. And if you found this video helpful, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for more tips to live your best life. Next time, we'll explore how sleep can supercharge your memory even more, so stay tuned. For now, take that first step toward a sharper mind. Your brain is ready to thrive. Let's make it happen, one delicious bite at a time.